So now we're going to step it up to finding the volume and surface area of a pyramid. So you're dealing with the pyramid, right? A pyramid will have a base like you have here. You can see I'm going to trace this base. Right now we have a square base, and then it goes up like it has a little, pyramid, right? So now what you want to do is redraw the base. Like I always say, step one is for you to redraw the base. The base is the bottom shape, all right? Which is the bottom shape is what we have right now. And that is 8 by 8. It's a square, all right? It's a square that we're dealing with, and that is 8 by 8. So now the formula is as follows. V equals big B times big H, but this time, since it's a pyramid, you divide by 3. This formula is also on your formula chart. All right, so let's move on to finding big B. So we're going to go ahead and find big B. Big B, remember, is area of the base. Right now we're dealing with the square, so area of square. Now to find the area of a square, you do side to side, which is 8 times 8, we get 64. All right, and now let's talk about the big H. Big H is how tall is the prism? How tall is it? I'm sorry, not prism, pyramid. How tall is it? From the top point all the way down to the bottom, it is 3. 3. Now let's use the formula. So the formula is big B times big H. And for big B, so I'm going to do it. I'm running out of room, so let's just do it on this side over here. V equals big B times big H. Big B is my green color. I was able to get 64 for that times how tall it is. The height is 3. So when you multiply that, you get I did forget divide that by 3. Don't forget that you're dividing by 3, dividing by 3, dividing by 3, right? Don't forget that. So when you do all of that, your answer comes up to be 64. That is the volume. Moving on to the surface area. All right, the surface area. So the left side will be the total, right? So I'm going to call this total right here. The right side is the lateral, LA. All right, so for the total, the formula is as follows. P perimeter times L slanted height plus big B. All right, so there's a lot of things we're going to have to break this down. So let's start with going with the color. The first color is perimeter. All right, so perimeter, we're still working with this base, all right? This base right here. So it would be 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. You get 34. Check. All right, keep that in mind. So perimeters check. Now we're going to find the length. The L is actually called the slanted height. The slanted height comes from this triangle. I'm going to redraw this triangle right here. You see this triangle right here? Redraw it right here. I know it's 3 going that direction. This right here, it's not 8. Remember, it's kind of like half of 8, right? Half of 8. So that is 4. And then we need to find its slanted height. That's when you use the Pythagorean theorem. We're trying to find the C value. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. All right, so 3 squared plus 4 squared, what does that equal to? You will get 25 here when you square root it. The answer comes out to be 5. 5 is your L. Check. Move on to the next. The next color is the big B. The big B, it's, remember, area of the square, right? Area of, we have a square. That should be 8 times 8, and we get 64. You have all your numbers, right? You got all of them. So, I didn't finish the formula correctly. I want to fix my formula. This is all divided by 2 right here. So again, these formula are in your formula chart. So I'm going to do the math right here on the top. So SA says P times L divided by 2 plus big B. All right, let's do this thing. Perimeter, which was my green color, I have 34 times L, the slanted height, was 5. All of this divided by 2. And then it's going to be plus the big B. Big B was 64. And the answer comes out to be, all right, when you do your math right there, you get 144. 144. That will be your total surface area. All right, let's move on to lateral surface area. The lateral surface area, the formula is as follows. B times slanted height divided by 2. All right, that's it. That's how you find the lateral surface. So let's put that into work. All right, boom. Perimeter, the P. We already have the perimeter, which is right here, because we're still using the same square. It's 34. I don't have to redo it. Check. The length. Well, we already have the length, which is the slanted height. We already have it here. The slanted height is 5. All right, now just do your math from that part, right? It's just LA equals P times L divided by 2. All right, so we do, let's bring the work over here. We do 34 for the perimeter, right? Slanted height, 5, right? Divide that by 2. What do you get? Well, you get 80. 80 is your lateral. We're done. All right, so we were able to do volume. We were able to do total surface area. We were able to do lateral surface area. Now it's for your turn to do the next one. You got this.